I think it's always getting the victory, getting over the line is the most pleasing, but I think Sean's innings is, as I said about Shane the other night, it's as good as you see in international cricket. Well, in a lot of trouble. Wickets kept falling around him, and Sean showed once again his class and what an opportunity does, I guess, giving him a chance, and he's grabbed it with both hands. He continues to do it at the international level. He's performed opening the batting for Australia in one-day cricket, and he's had success down the bottom of the order, and he's obviously coming to this game in good form, scoring runs for WA, and it's as good an innings as I've seen. Under pressure, like I say, losing wickets around him, and he really stood up today, and it wins us the game. That innings wins us the game tonight.
Colin. At 140 for 8, you must have felt you were really up against it though.
Yeah, no doubt. I think Dougie's innings as well. I think that partnership, I think they put on 80. It's a match-winning partnership, and we'll all in the change room thinking if we can get somewhere near 200, we're in with a chance. A lot of the time you say that when you're under pressure, you're not scoring as many runs you like, you sort of give yourselves a total and say if we can get somewhere close to that, we'll win with a chance. But I think we believed that we bowled well on that wicket. We knew it'd slow up. We knew we had to be disciplined with the ball, and I think that's very pleasing as well. We improved from the other night, especially in those first 15, 20 overs of the game. I thought we started much better tonight with the ball.
Michael, how much control was it with Nathan Horace and Sean Clarke? Because Nathan's injury was pretty serious. Sean's not as, but
Horry's obviously has a dislocation, and he'll obviously have to have scans tomorrow to see how bad that is. But I think more than likely he's going to struggle to take any more part in this series. Sean, I think it's his upper thigh or glute. I don't know too much about it, and he'll have a scan tomorrow as well. But we're hoping that's not too bad. We're confident that we'll see what the scan says first and foremost. But we're confident he'll be okay. He might be okay for Sunday, but we're pretty sure he'll be okay. It was hard, I guess, at that period as well to lose both Horry and Tatey, knowing that I think Tatey had 4 overs to go. And Horry had 2 in their 10 over spells, so we had to make do a little bit. I guess I had to take a bit of a risk in bringing Dougie back to try and win the game. I think we had to bowl 4 overs of spin to make up for Tatey and Horry. But I guess I thought it's worth giving Dougie a go, and if he got a wicket, I was confident he could win the game for us, and he did that. He bowled beautifully tonight.
How much of the injuries, how much of the setback are they for the World Cup?
Yeah, well, we're confident that they'll both be right for the World Cup. It is a setback though, because you want to keep playing as much cricket as you can and get as much form under your belt as possible. And it's important for this group to continue winning. As I said yesterday to you guys, that I think that's the most important thing for us right now, is that as a team we get that winning feeling back in the change room, and we continue to build momentum towards the World Cup. And it's anytime somebody gets injured, it's a loss. They're obviously disappointed personally, especially someone like Horry who's had to go back to first class cricket, and he's been playing really well, and for this to happen now, I feel for him, no doubt. But hopefully he'll be right for the World Cup, and he'll definitely play a big part in that.
Does it say something about the side that you've dug yourself out of 2 quite big holes in both these first 2 games?
It does. It shows we've got a lot of talent, a lot of class. I think what's most pleasing for me is when you see somebody come in like Sean and get hold of his opportunity. I think that continues to show the depth in first-class cricket in Australia, and I know that's been questioned throughout the summer, but I've 100% believed that there is a lot of talent, a lot of good players out there, and they're just looking for an opportunity, and Sean showed that once again tonight. So the feeling's good in the change room at the moment. The boys are excited, listened to a few tunes, and probably having a couple of beers as we speak. But yeah, it's a great feeling at this stage.
Right. Sean, number 6, unfamiliar position for you. How did you go about it tonight? They weren't trouble all the way through,
Yeah, look, obviously, it was just a great opportunity for me. I took it. I guess with us going down, it was very unfortunate, but like I said, it gave me an opportunity, and I didn't really matter where I batted in the Australian team. I was very lucky to get another opportunity, and I had a lot of fun out there today.
How did you go about it tonight, though? How did you go about it? Number 6 is unfamiliar for you.
It's obviously different to opening, but I knew if I could just get myself in, and once I got once I started feeling good out there, I could play a few shots, and I was just really happy. It was a lot of fun out there, especially with Dougie at the end, and we got with our team to a competitive total, and we defended really well.
Brett.
How confident can you be taking Sean back into the World Cup, given he missed the first game with the backhand point, and now he's having to get through 6 overs today and going to a big tournament like the World Cup?
I'm confident he'll play a big part in this series still. So I think the more bowling we can give him, the better it'll be for Sean and for the team. But he's had a bit of a layoff with his injury, and he's only played he played a couple of 2020s for South Australia and a couple of 2020s for Australia. So it's just going to be building, Sean back into cricket. I'm confident that he'll play a huge part in the World Cup. I think his pace, reverse swing, and big tournaments, I think he's an important player for us, and I think we need him 100% fit and bowling, as he has been, over 150 Ks. Even in the 2020s, he bowled pretty well. I know he's obviously getting back into his cricket, but yeah, like I say, I'm confident he'll take more part in this series, and that'll get him some bowling under his belt in preparation for the World Cup.
Michael, I know Sean was down to play the next 3 games when he come in. Is he likely to stay longer with the squad now after that?
If he bats like that, he can stay for as long as he likes. Look, I think they've just picked the team right now for the 3 games, and then they're obviously looking at guys that have been injured, maybe Huss, for instance, to see where he's at, maybe Ricky to see where he's at. So Sean will definitely be playing the next 3 games. It's unlikely he'll be batting at number 6 as well, especially when he's hitting the ball as sweet as he is. And like I say, he's in wonderful nick at the moment, and he showed his class today. So he's certainly going to continue to get opportunities if he plays like that.
Could someone else then come in over the squad at some point in the series?
Could somebody else come in? Say again, sorry?
Is it the intention to bring someone else into the squad then at some point during the series and have a look at them?
If we're fully fit?
Yeah.
I think the only reason, again, I'm not a selector, but I think the only reason Sean wouldn't be there is if one of the guys who are injured come back into the squad. But no, I certainly don't see how they can drop Sean. Put it that way. He's batting like that.